camera. You can't videotape us.
Ma'am, you're incorrect. Just calm down, and I'd be happy to look at the rules that are posted on your wall right outside that explicitly give us permission to take
I
video.
need you to step out of the building.
Don't serve them.
Go buy a stamp somewhere else.
I'm not going to repeat myself.
Oh, I'm not asking you to repeat yourself.
I've already repeated myself several times.
How's it going, guys? Amagansett Press. And we are coming to you today from Dallas, Texas. We are at the main post office hub central distribution center here in Dallas. And we're just gonna take a walk around the facility here and pay a little visit on these folks and find out if they honor and respect our right to take video and photographs in public and from publicly accessible areas of public places. As usual, I am out with watching Watchmen today, and I got some good views for you here today. So let me give you a quick look at the neighborhood. Time and temperature check today is Monday, April 5th. It is 3:02 in the afternoon, and it is 75 degrees, sunny, and absolutely beautiful in Dallas, Texas. You can see the city off in the distance there. Hope I got you a good view. I extended my monopod for you. And we just came over this bridge, which is a very cool and interesting bridge. So glad I could give you a little bit of a more of an interesting view here today. And very important, we always like to take a moment to recognize Old Glory waving in this stiff breeze here in Dallas today, as she should. How you doing today, Watchman? So, what do you think? Go around the back, take a look at the parking lot and all that first, and then we'll go inside? Yeah. All right, cool. So, hopefully we're not going to have too much traffic noise here. I do have a directional microphone, so I'm going to try to keep it aimed away from the road, because we are on a very busy highway here. This is Interstate Texas 30. This is a massive facility.
Yeah, it is.
I believe there's a security gate down here. So we'll go take a look at that. See if I can get you a shot of the loading docks and the employee parking areas. That's a beautiful view of the city from here, huh? Yeah. So you can see employee parking only, then you have all the loading docks, obviously. Let's see what we have on the signs here. So vehicles and their contents in non-public areas on postal property are subject to inspection. Also the standard no pew pew sign. And that's pretty much all the signage they have here. Show badge, and that's about it. So you want to hang out, see if we get a truck coming in?
Yeah. I'll go on the next side.
Okay. Postal police. Yeah, there you go. So I'll go up to the front, take a look at the signage.
Yeah.
Which reminds me of the humidity back home in New York. It's like pea soup.
Oh, they got a stockpile of these things back here.
Yeah. I'm sure they have a stockpile of everything. So the usual no pew pew signs. No pets allowed. Sign in Spanish. Oh, a little 5-0 action here. Got to stand away from the door so it'll close. And in the meanwhile, this building dedicated to public service in 1978 when Jimmy Carter was the president. William F. Boulder, Postmaster General. So it's just another pew pew sign on this side. And I don't see anything regarding face coverings except for the one in Spanish, right?
I don't even think that's just a social distancing zone, isn't it?
Yeah, it says only 10 people allowed in at a time and maintain a distance of 6 feet.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Nothing else. And we will be going in, guys. Just like to do these things in stages, so stand by. Couldn't hear. I'm sorry?
Are you taking pictures of the, what are you doing?
I'm not taking pictures. No, I'm taking
Okay.
video.
Oh, okay, okay. You're not videotaping me, are you?
I am, and I'm trying to be very obvious about it.
Okay, okay, so, because we don't have permission to videotape the post office or anything
As in,
like that.
you're absolutely correct. As
Yeah.
employees of the post office, you do not have permission. Matter of fact, your policy prohibits it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't
Okay.
apply to the public.
Okay, okay, so, okay, let me go call somebody.
That's okay. I like the face covering, man.
Thank you, appreciate it.
No confusing who you are, right?
No, not at
Have a
all.
good day, sir. Stay safe. So, he's just coming to conduct a little postal business, obviously not here for us. And I'll tell you what, that was great. Because the woman that came out said, the way she worded it, she said to me, you know that we're not allowed to take photos. And she was absolutely right. Postal employees, while they're on duty, are not allowed to use their personal cell phones, cameras, anything to take pictures or photograph. It's written into their policy and they agreed to that. They signed that contract, so they're not allowed to do that, but we are. And again, guys, I just want to remind you, we're not here to give anybody a hard time. We're not looking to cause any problems for anyone. But, you know, standing up for your rights is controversial when someone is trying to suppress them, and only because someone is trying to suppress them. When you exercise your rights and stand up for your rights in a situation where no one is trying to suppress your rights, there's nothing controversial about it. So, in my humble opinion, the controversy comes from the other side. It's not created by us. Let's go to try to find that lady and ask her if she found anything out. She might just tell us she found out she was wrong. Maybe they have the AC on in there.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that would be very nice. See where they have their poster 7 is on the door. Well, it's on the stationary part. So there's that. Good. So here's the post office box area. I'll tell you what, this is a very small post office box area for this size facility, don't you think? Looks like we have another copy of poster 7 here.
Third one.
What's the date?
2003.
Old copy. It doesn't really matter though, because they all say the same thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am very surprised at how few post office boxes there are in here.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole mass of the facility is the
Yeah.
distribution area.
Yeah, it's been like that for a long time. So there are no postmarks at window 12, no exception. Is this window 12? Yeah, it is. Cool. No more acceptance of food delivery. Interesting. That's terrible. If you stand anywhere near the door, it just keeps opening and closing. So there's the caller service window. Restricted area, not an entry or exit. What is that? The wall? Yeah, I guess they closed it up. They can take that sign down now. Couriers, effective immediately. You must sign and print your name legibly so that we can read it. It's nice and cool in there. Keep the employees on ice. How you doing? Oh, I hope I have some cash on me. I have to get my stamp.
Yeah, I don't have any money.
I guess you can use a card, right? Oh, I actually do. Nice. How are you? Oh, I like that mask.
Thank you.
That's cool. Can you make it say something? Or is it just lights, or can you write words on it? Oh, it's moving.
I hadn't learned how to make a move yet.
No, it's doing that. Yeah, yeah. Now it's got an X on it. Yeah, that's cool. Good. Anything to make you smile these days, right?
Right.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Have a good one.
You too. Please stand here. Oh, here we go. All the usual post office goodies. Valentine's Day, is that stuff like?
Mother's Day.
Oh, Mother's Day. I'm looking at Valentine's Day. I'm thinking that should be like 85% off. Mother's Day, don't forget that.
Okay, did you insurance on that?
No, no.
Hello.
You can't
I'm sorry?
videotape in here. You can't come into a federal building without masks.
Wrong and
So
wrong.
I'm going to ask you to step outside.
That's, can we take a look at your,
Stop your camera. You can't videotape us.
ma'am, you're incorrect. Just calm down and I'd be happy to look at the rules that are posted on your wall right outside that explicitly give us permission to take
I
video.
need you to step out of the building. And I need you to show you can't videotape.
You know, postal police is right outside.
And you mailing this as well?
Yes, ma'am.
That's why we should have spoke to him. Yeah, let's go out there and have a word with him. We'll come back. Be a good day for an education today. So let's go see if our buddy is still parked here next to the building. And he is. Very good. I'm glad he's here.
Yeah.
Wow, people get upset. They don't even want to have a civil conversation. It's remarkable. Whew. How we doing, sir?
Can I help you?
Yeah, so we're first time we've been in Texas. First time in Dallas, obviously. So we're taking some video here at the post office.
Right.
And I went inside to buy a stamp, want to document my purchase. And the young lady...
Let me tell you, you got to wear a mask.
That I have a medical exemption.
Well, they didn't make any
Well-
things. Does he have a medical exemption too?
Yes, my son. Yes, he does.
Okay, well, you'll have to find somebody to do it because they won't service anybody
That's not the way
without
that...
map.
That's
I'm just saying that's what president. That's the executive that came down.
Well, anyway, her issue was not... And I appreciate you telling me that, but her issue was not with that. Her issue was with us taking video. And I'm
there's
certainly...
no problem. There's no problem with you as long as you're in a public area. You can take all the video.
Right.
It's
So I'm
that
just...
they don't allow anybody in there without a mask.
Yes, they do.
Period.
You're incorrect about that.
Well, I'm just telling you.
That's a well, okay.
Well,
so just I'll entertain it. So and can I just ask your name and badge number so I know I'm speaking with, please?
Johnston 7633.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Okay.
So let's say I was in there without a mask and I violated the mask order. What would you charge me with?
You would just have to leave.
So because there is no penalty for violating the mask order, correct?
You just can't be in the building.
Have you ever? Well, that's not true. Have you ever read the executive order? Anyone who is unable to wear a mask or face covering.
I'm just letting you know what I.
No, well, I'm just trying to educate you because I do this for a living and this is what I do. We go to post offices all over the country and educate folks like yourself every day. So anyone who is not able, for health reasons, to wear a face covering is exempt from the executive order. It's written right into the order.
Okay.
Right? So that's what it is. So I just want to let you know, she's getting very upset that we're in there. I just want to go in and buy a stamp, get my receipt, complete my transaction, document it with my video camera, and I'm on my way.
Okay.
So as long as you have no issue with that, I'm going to go tell her I spoke to Officer Johnston.
No, I'm saying.
I'm talking about the video. Just the video.
No, the video part, no problem.
Right.
They've told me that's what they told me was that they won't service you if you don't have a mask.
Well, you're the authority here, not them.
But I don't have anything to do with how they do their business in there.
Oh, you sure do. If she's got an issue.
No, I'm saying that's a customer service problem, and you would have to deal with that with. Well, you're the management.
Well, you're the authority. If they need to take it beyond management, call law enforcement. You're that guy, right? So I wanted to come out here and have the conversation with you to avoid any issues. This is what I'm trying to do.
Well, if they won't service you, you would have. I can give you the number for.
Oh, she's going to service me. I'm going to go in and buy my stamp. I just wanted to let you know what I'm doing.
I know.
Because you're going to get a phone call in 2 minutes.
Okay.
So just so you know it.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know what they say.
Okay, and just for you.
We don't have anything to do. We don't have anything to do with that because that's the postal wide, customer service.
Well, if she's telling, well, you know for a fact that I'm allowed to video inside, right?
Oh, that part, yeah. Right. I don't have any.
So if she's giving me a hard time about taking video, then I could say to her, Officer Johnson outside with the postal police confirmed that I'm allowed to take video inside, right?
Okay.
I don't know if you want to maybe take a walk in there, but that's up to you.
Well, yeah, they don't.
I just don't want to cause a disturbance. I just want to buy a stamp.
I'm just letting you know that they don't. Postal management. That's postal management. If you want to talk to postal. Well,
they can't make up their own rules. They have to abide by federal government regulation.
Okay.
Right?
I'm just letting you know what postal management says.
Well, they could say whatever. They could say they don't want a guy with a hat and a white T-shirt coming in.
I know, but.
So I go by the rules, and the rules are posted. You're familiar with Poster 7, I would imagine, correct?
Of course.
Right. So I'm very familiar with it. I could probably recite the paragraph on photography to you.
Right.
And the mask.
I know all about that.
But the mask order has an explicit exemption for people who have health issues. So they are not allowed to do that. That's if you read the mask order, it'll. Yeah. Okay. And I would just suggest maybe when you go home tonight, look it up.
And if you have a problem, you need to take that up with postal management in there and get with management in there.
So what happens if postal management is violating the law and not allowing me to buy my stamp?
You have to take that up with postal management.
Well, I'm not going to go in there and have a fight with somebody.
Well, no,
that's why I came out to speak to the authority.
All I'm saying is, you have to take that up with postal management. I have nothing to do with.
Okay, so if you're saying there's no way you can help me with that, then there's no way you can prevent me from doing it either, correct? You can't burn the stick at one end,
I'm just letting you know.
Okay, so you have no issue.
I'm just letting you know.
So you're not interested in what we're doing right now, right?
Right now you're not violating any laws. Right now you're not violating.
Even if I go inside without a face covering on, I'm not violating any laws.
I'll get with my man.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe there's a sergeant or a lieutenant or somebody you could speak to.
I'm not gonna repeat myself.
Oh, I'm not asking you to repeat yourself.
I've already repeated myself several times.
Well, I'm trying to be cordial with you, sir.
But I know, but I'm not.
And I'm trying to avoid a disruption to the post office here.
I'm not gonna repeat myself.
Okay. Well, so all I'm suggesting is maybe just check with it higher up and see what they say. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, though. Thank you. Ma'am, I just spoke to Postal Police. He's right outside, and he confirmed that I'm allowed to be in here. He's right outside the building.
Okay, well, let him tell me that. Because
well, you can go ask him. He's sitting in his AC. It's also right here, rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property. I just want a stamp. Simple as that. We just talked to Postal Police outside there. No issues with us taking video inside. I just want to buy a stamp and I'll be on my way. No interest in giving you ladies a hard time. We appreciate you.
Okay, you already decided that? You want cash back?
No.
Please. Print.
It is hot. Humid, I should say.
Okay.
Hello, Sharon.
How you doing?
Good. I just need one stamp, man. Yes, thank you. Appreciate you.
Don't serve them.
We just spoke to postal police outside, ma'am, and he said that we are allowed to take video inside the post office.
But you need to have a mask on.
I have a medical exemption.
Okay, where's it?
Where's what?
With the medical exemption. Let me see.
Let's not cause a problem. Just sell me my stamp so I can get beyond my way,
No,
please.
don't give me no stamp. I need to see it.
Do you know what HIPAA laws are? You can't ask me what my medical exemption is, ma'am.
You said you have a form saying you don't have to wear a mask.
I never said I had a form. I said I have a medical exemption,
Okay,
ma'am.
well,
There is no form.
yes it is, because I think you can bring it in.
No, there's no form. Ooh, so close. I just wanted a stamp. Do you have a mask you could give me and I'll put it on? How about that? Ma'am, do you have a mask you could give me and I'd be happy to put it on?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Ma'am? I have a medical exemption, so I don't carry masks with me. If you have one, I'll put it on. Oh, okay. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, have a good one. Girl.
So you want me to wait here? Is that what you're telling me?
How can I help? Excuse me.
Wouldn't it make more sense to just get me out of here and sell me my
How
stamp?
can I help? I'm sorry.
Wow. I could have been gone by now.
Yeah, they don't want people in here with no mask, so they make you stand here
Yeah.
for 10 minutes.
So you said the supervisor's coming out, ma'am? Okay. Do you have a mask you could give me? I don't carry one because I have a medical exemption. I just want a stamp and I'm gone.
Yes, she does. She just closed the door.
Ma'am, need a mask on. Outside, ma'am. I'll come get it.
No, they're accommodating to her. Wow, and then she's demanding to know what my medical condition is. That's interesting.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you're willing to wear one in the first place.
I have a medical exemption, but I'm willing to put it on. I don't carry one because I have a legitimate medical exemption.
Well, it's,
But if someone's willing to give me one, I already stated 4 times I'd be happy to put one on. I guess you didn't hear that part.
no, I definitely did.
Okay.
Well, it came down to it already. Like,
Well, I think it would
why,
be.
why make the fuss about it in the first
I
place?
think it'd be smarter to sell me my stamp. I would have been gone than have me stand here waiting for a supervisor for 5 minutes. Right? I would have been out of the building minutes
You
ago.
knowingly knew this would be a situation, yet you chose to not.
I've been in
anyway.
post offices all over the country, sir. I know the rules.
Oh, man, so do I. And technically, I'm not agreeing with it either. We have a no mask mandate. We're good. But I mean, if you knew it could. Come
Well,
down
if you
to
read the
mask
medical
for, like,
exemption, there's
5
an
seconds.
if you read the executive order, there is a medical exemption in the executive order. And I'm just interested in buying a stamp. I'd rather not stand here and wait for a supervisor. I'd rather just buy my stamp, be on my way.
You have to ask them now.
Because they won't sell me a stamp so I can get out of here?
Do you have your address and information?
I've also requested a mask and nobody will give me one to put on.
Right here. From them, too.
Seems like we have a bunch of people that just want to get hot here today.
Okay. Pens are down there. You need a pen? And the cups here right there on the counter.
So can I buy a stamp from you now, ma'am, so I can leave the postal facility?
I'm not servicing without a mask.
Okay, what is your name?
Alright? I wear one, you have to wear one.
Well, you don't have a medical condition. I'm a 51-year-old with a medical condition. And I told you I'd be happy to put one on if you want to give me one. I don't carry them.
You got a medical condition?
This is my son, and he does, yes.
How can I help?
I'm not looking to stand here and sweat, sir. I'm just looking to buy a stamp and be on my way.
I'll say you mine.
You told me to stand here.
Okay, well, we also told you to go outside.
No, you told me to wait for a supervisor.
Well, if you step outside, then she'll be right with
If I step outside, the supervisor will never come.
How can I know?
I'm not going to get service.
I was trying to change
All right, we'll see about that.
online.
Challenge accepted, young lady. What is your name?
Couldn't do it.
Well, she got her badge turned around, too. All right, so what we're gonna do, guys, I came prepared today. So what we're gonna do is we have face shields in the truck. I'm gonna go grab my face shield, put it on, and go back in there and stick my camera right in every one of their faces and video everything in there. So stand by. Hello, sir. How are you? I need some assistance. I'm being denied service inside. It's not your job? Aren't you postal police? Well, you fuck off, asshole. How about that? What a piece of shit. This is what you deal with, guys, and then you wonder why I get upset. But I'm gonna keep it cool. We're gonna put the shields on and we're gonna go back in there and stick it right up their ass and they're gonna sell me my stamp. Stand by. What do we got? NWB 6196. Chicken shit postal police. These guys are postal police saying that it's not their job. So they'll call Dallas City Police, who it's definitely not their job. But we got it covered, man. I got my shield with me today. And we're gonna go in there and get our stamps.
No, right here. It just says yes, that's the correct address.
No, we didn't ask for it.
It's not on there. That is. You're gonna need a whole thing.
This gentleman back there is wearing a shield, so they can't tell me that doesn't suffice. Huh?
You want to use them for money orders today?
No, I think last week.
Okay, cash or card, okay? Out of $2. Your change is gonna be
She still has a fit. Of course. She's never going to stop having a fit.
Thank you so much.
Still not going to sell me my stamp, Sharon? I went and put my mask on for you. Now what's the issue? What is wrong with these people? My goodness.
So you want to take it back?
That's the only one you're supposed to, right?
Window closed. You're the greatest. You're not going to sell me my stamp. I went and put my shield on for you.
Can I make a question, Mr.?
I'm sorry?
Can I make a question to her?
They're not answering questions. She just closed her window. So I went outside and put a shield on for you, and you're still not going to sell me my stamp. What's the reason now? 13.7. Can I please, pretty please, buy a stamp, ma'am? Okay.
So this is for the paper you got. Okay. Thank you.
Lady, excuse me, lady. Is this okay for me?
That's the passport. You need a passport?
Because I don't find it. I
That's
don't
it.
see
That's
it.
for your passport.
Which one?
That's for new. Lose to renew.
This one?
That's for new.
Ma'am, can I please buy a stamp? They won't even respond and say yes or no. So I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. So we have a line building up here. Everybody has left. Did you see if that lady was still out in the hallway by any chance? I don't want to have to make the line 3 times here. You know, I've been online twice.
People wonder why there's issues in the post office.
Yeah, exactly. Just making up their own rules.
We'll decide to go in the back and have a fit.
Look how many people are in here. Just so you all know, they had an issue with us not wearing a mask, so we went outside, got our shields, put them on, and I don't know what the issue is now. I need to speak to the postmaster. I'm sure there's one at this location. Let's go see if that lady's out there. I don't want to hold you all up, so hopefully they'll take care of you if we leave. It's a mad, mad world we live in, folks. Please do not knock on this door, go to the front counter. Nobody's helping at the front counter, so I tried that. This is absurd. I wish they would call Department of Homeland Security or Federal Protection Service. Since the postal police have no authority here, that's astounding. Hello, how are you? I love it.
How are y'all?
Keep smiling.
Yeah, you can see it, right?
I can see your beautiful smile right through the mask. Yes, ma'am. Well, so confirmed, there is one normal person here at the post office here today. Where's the supervisor that was coming out to speak to us? Is the supervisor still coming out, man? I'm not leaving without my stamp, so I suggest somebody sell me a stamp. Can I speak to the postmaster, ma'am, please? Ma'am, can I speak to your postmaster, please? Before this turns into a denial of service situation and you wind up losing your job?
Why are you making such a fuss? There's no reason.
All I'm trying to do is buy a stamp, man. Nobody's making a fuss.
You are.
Their issue was my mask. I went out to my car, put the shield on, and I came back in to buy my stamp. There's postal employees walking around with shields on, so if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. All I want to do is buy a stamp. I would have been gone a half an hour ago. Go buy a stamp somewhere else? Yes, I do.
I've already tried talking to them. They just want to rise out of.
I just want to buy a stamp, clown. So just keep your, just put some more tape on your box. You'll be all right. Go get you another roll.
Here, I'll give you a stamp.
Will you? This lady's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
I'll give you a stamp.
I'll pay you for it.
No, I
No,
don't need
I'm
it.
not going to take it for free.
Oh, why?
Ma'am, are you the supervisor here? Can I speak to you outside so we don't create a disturbance? I went and got my shield. I'm satisfying what you need me to do. You know good and well that I'm allowed to take video in here.
Okay,
I would just
I'll
like
meet
to
you in
buy
the
my stamp.
lobby. I'll meet you in the lobby.
I don't want to take it for free,
No.
sweetheart, but you're a dear.
just-
This woman's fantastic. Please
Take this.
help her. No, thank you.
I've
appreciate-
got a ton of them at home. I've got a whole...
If I had change to pay you for it, I'd take it, sweetheart. Thank you. I appreciate
See, I
it.
don't have change to give it back, so here.
I'm just going to go speak to the supervisor. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you
All right.
very much. Thank you. And may it come back to you tenfold.
Okay, I'll be right out there. Okay,
Okay.
I'll be right out there.
Very good. I'll wait for you. So sorry. She's apologizing for her own behavior. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And she knows damn well I'm allowed to take video on here. She's already been educated. She knows all about it. Now you're making somebody with a medical condition stand here for 20 minutes sweating with a face shield on.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I went outside and I got my shield. Both of us did. We're all. That's okay, right?
Yes.
And I think at this point you've been educated. You know that we're allowed to take video in here because I believe you spoke to your postmaster and they told you that,
No, I
correct?
haven't talked to my postmaster.
Well, you know we're allowed to take video in the post office, right? They can't deny a service because I'm not looking at videotape anybody else's transaction. I'm just looking to document my own transaction.
Okay.
This is my son. We're traveling around the country
Okay.
and we go to post offices and we buy a stamp, we get a receipt, we put it in our scrapbook and we move on. But at this point, I do have a legitimate medical condition. I put the shield on for
Okay.
you, but now I'm standing here sweating under my mask, having a hard time breathing for 15
You
minutes.
need some water?
No, I would just
Okay.
like to buy a stamp, ma'am, and I'd
Okay.
like you to inform your clerks that they need to sell it to me, and then I'm
Okay.
out of here. You'll never see me again. I don't even
Okay.
live in
Well,
Texas.
they're uncomfortable with you filming them. I mean,
Well, I'm being filmed. We're all
I
being
mean-
filmed.
I mean-
And since you're open to the conversation, I'd just like to point out to you right here, rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property explicitly has a paragraph for taking photographs. Okay? Photographs may be taken in corridors, lobbies, foyers, entrances. It's right on your rules and regulations.
but you're making them uncomfortable.
I just want to buy a stamp and leave.
Yeah.
So how about we make a deal? I'll get online. I won't talk to a soul. I'll wait to get to the front. I'll buy my stamp. I'll leave. I don't even live in the state of Texas. You'll never see me again.
Okay, that's fine. But they don't want to be, personally, they don't want to be.
Well, at this
filmed.
point, with everything that's going on, I always document my trips. Your regulations allow me to film in here. There's also a Department of Homeland Security memo dated 2018, which allows me to photograph in here. I'm very educated on the law and I know exactly what I'm doing. So
Right.
all I want to do is buy a stamp and be on
Okay,
my merry way.
okay,
So could
okay.
you please inform the clerks to stop
Okay,
denying
but
service?
personally, they don't want to be filmed. If
Well, they should
personally-
get a job in the private sector then. We're all on camera all day, man. By the time you drive home this afternoon, you'll be on 50 cameras.
Right.
Right. And I'm not trying to give you a hard time and you're being a sweetheart. You're actually having the conversation with me and I see your smile there on your face.
I am.
We have no nefarious intent. I have no ill will towards anyone. I just want to buy a stamp and not be denied service in a public lobby. I'm not looking to go into restricted areas. I'm not
If
interested.
you have a debit card, I'll be happy to help you.
No, I would like to, what we do is I can show you, we've been to probably 100 post offices in the last 18 months. Okay? We've been in 30 states. Texas is the 30th state. I'm actually leaving Dallas tomorrow and I'm leaving the state. We're going to Oklahoma. I'm not even going to be here.
Okay.
So I just want to buy a stamp. I would have been gone a half an hour ago. So all this is doing is keeping me here.
Yeah.
So just sell me my stamp and I'll go.
Well, not everybody.
Maybe, do you want to go up to the counter and sell me a stamp?
You have 55 cents, I'll be happy to.
I have my money right here. That's the smallest bill I have. I have that or a $100 bill. I just don't want to be denied service, and I don't think you want to do that for no reason. And I went through.
I actually have stamps if you would like one.
I want to go up to the counter and buy a stamp. I'm traveling with my son. This is our memories. This is what we're doing.
Right. And that's great, but the clerks themselves don't want to be stamped.
Yeah, but that's their personal opinion. They have to go by your rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property. That's what they're bound by. That's what they signed up for, and they work in the public sector. If they don't want to be in public, then you go get a job in the private sector.
Okay.
That's all it is. And I'm not looking to give anybody a hard time. I just want to buy a stamp.
Return address. Will you still mail it? I placed an invitation in the
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm sorry, it's Mary Gomez. Thank you. And I appreciate you being professional and cordial, Mary.
Okay.
I think we started off a little rough, but I think we can end it on a sweet note. Okay?
And then you'll be out of here.
Yes, ma'am. You'll never see me again. I don't even live in Texas.
Sorry to pester you again, ma'am.
You're fine.
I asked her, and she said I need a return address.
Well, the
otherwise-
reason why is because if something happens to it, you want it to have a place you can come back.
I'm willing to take the risk. It's their invitations, and
That's fine. I mean,
as long as there's a mailing address and it's valid, it'll go. If
But
otherwise, it's
always
dead.
remember to put a return address on it, because something happens, it comes back to you.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
All
so
right,
that's
thank you.
just, you know, for safe reasons.
Yeah.
And ma'am, just on a side note, I don't want to say anything in front of them. I'm not looking to embarrass anybody. But please make sure they're not violating anybody's rights working behind the counter. There are certain rules and guidelines and procedures that you are all sworn to uphold. We can't just make up the rules as we go. I can't come in tomorrow and they can't say a guy with a hat and a white t-shirt is not allowed in. We have guidelines, federal guidelines that we have to adhere to. Right? So you're asking me to adhere to them. I'm asking your clerks to adhere to them. And if you're a supervisor, please do that. Thank you.
So you have to stay behind.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're absolutely right.
No, it's over there.
Oh, it's over here?
The yellow line.
Huh. Gotcha. And you online, sir? You online? Okay, thank you. Pardon me.
Don't worry, we have.
Wow, Miss McMillan over here is not even going to listen to her supervisor. Miss McMillan. Very good, Miss McMillan. Oh, stay on the line. So Miss McMillan here seems to think that even when her supervisor tells her to sell me a stamp, she doesn't have to. Very interesting. So instead of selling me a stamp and being on video, selling me a stamp and giving courteous service, they'd rather be on video acting like clowns for a half an hour. It's fascinating. It's an interesting situation. You have postal police sitting outside that won't do their job. You have clerks in here that won't do their job. And you wonder why these people have the issues they do. I'm sorry? You have a bunch of folks online here. I'm not interested in cutting in front of anybody. I'll wait.
I got a stamp.
You are a dear, and I appreciate you. Thank you.
I'm going to send you in regular mail.
And I apologize if it seems like I'm giving you a hard time, man, but we just confirmed with the supervisor of the station that we are allowed to do what we're doing. There is no issue. This is my son. We're traveling the country. I'm just trying to document my stamp purchase. That's all it is. He collects stamps. We always, sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Like when y'all first stepped in, y'all were talking?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, but
We've been in 30 states in the past 18
I
months.
honestly don't feel like communicating with you.
Oh, okay. Well, then you can stop talking to me now. You're asking me questions, but you don't want to communicate with me.
I'm done.
Oh, when yours. Feel sorry for your husband. Yeah. But she tells her husband she's done too. I ain't the one. This is what happens when you try to be cordial to people. Just take note.
Thank you so much. That's okay. That's okay. Huh? Oh,
This just thing's making me boil here. I can't even breathe.
You're gonna put your address back here. It's gonna come back to you. And then their address right here. Okay, you need a pen? You ready? Okay, ready? You need one stamp, right?
Oof, now I know why my doctor doesn't want me wearing this thing. It's hard to breathe under it.
You need postage on it? Or you already have postage? Okay. All right, do you have a debit
I literally can't breathe under this thing. Making an old man sick. Hope they feel good about that.
Thank you so much.
Whew. It's hot.
Both. Okay. Because the sour ones tend to have more.
What is that too?
A cigar band.
Oh, cigar man?
Arturo Fuente.
Arturo Fuente.
Sí, señor.
Cuba.
No, it's actually Dominican.
Dominican?
Yeah. Opus X. You know what it is? I used to, back in New York years ago, I used to own a cigar store.
Oh, that's cool. Man, yes.
Back when I used to smoke, not anymore.
It's a strain that my kid yesterday, he was talking to somebody else and he owns a cigar store too.
Oh, really? Very cool. Well, maybe it's time to start smoking some cigars.
Yes.
I have to go buy one of those cans of oxygen when we get out of here. No, you know what it is? I have a medical condition. I have a medical condition. They make me put this thing on. I can't breathe.
I can't stand it, man. I can't stand it. And they said that the governor had said everybody, we ain't got to do it. We wide open now.
Well, they can't actually enforce this mask mandate, but they're going to deny me service if I didn't put it on. So
That's crazy.
yeah, it'll all be outlined in the lawsuit. Because I've had it with this one today. They just made me stand here for 45 minutes and I literally can't breathe. I feel like I'm going to pass out. But I'm the kind of guy that values my rights and values my freedom, so I stand up for them no matter what the cost. I'm not about to get my rights taken away from me. I stand up for your rights too, sir.
Stand up for our rights.
Yes, sir. And what they don't know is I'm also standing up for their rights too. But they don't realize that. But I appreciate you, man. You stay blessed. That's all it is, right? I got you. Hello, man. Can I have one stamp, please?
Oh, you?
I know you told me, but
I mean, you just.
I know, sorry.
And I know you volunteered to come out and sell me my stamp, and I appreciate you for that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can go outside and breathe some fresh air,
All right.
and I thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And you're the most professional, courteous person in this building, and I also thank you for that.
You're more than welcome. We'll get your change for you. Get your milk on the bag.
Miss McMillan over here, though, is going to have to keep her eyes out for the process server.
At 55, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And he's threatening me on my job.
Here's your receipt.
Nobody's threatening you, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Appreciate you.
Okay, bye-bye. Have a safe trip.
Thank you very much,
Bye-bye.
Miss McMillan. Answer the door when the process server knocks. Kiss your job goodbye. All right. Well,
Wow.
got my stamp. Got my stamp, got my receipt, got my change. Well, all right, guys. Got my stamp. You know, and that's what the end result purpose was here today, to not walk out being denied service. You know, I put this piece of plastic on for them to make them happy. Didn't even work. Here goes these guys about to peel off because they're ashamed of themselves. Absolutely ridiculous. And again, it's 7910754 Postal Police. And here you have Texas plate NWB 6196. Another jackass clown. And you give the Postal Police a call too. I'm going to include some numbers for you. Look how they run away, like scared little rabbits. It's absolutely unbelievable. What's going on in this world, people? What the hell is seriously going on here? You know what you just saw. You witnessed the whole thing. Something stinks in Dallas at this post office. And, you know, little old me by myself isn't gonna get to the bottom of it. But maybe if they get some phone calls and they know that there's some people out other than myself and my son that are interested in what went on here today, maybe they'll wake up. And when I invite you to call, I always remind you, if you're gonna call on our behalf or on your own rights behalf, please, respectful, professional, courteous, keep it businesslike, keep it all about what you're calling for, and keep your phone call productive. We're not looking to just call these people and harass them, but if you are interested in seeking redress with your government or its employees, you have every right to do that, and I encourage you to do that. So I'm going to put the phone numbers, contact information, addresses, email addresses, everything you need in the description of this video. And I ask you to do us a favor, do yourself a favor, give them a shout, let them know what you think. Let them know how you feel about what you saw here today. Disgusting behavior by the postal employees. Even when the supervisor went and instructed her to sell me a stamp, Miss McMillan, she declined to. Refusal of service. I mean, this is just an atrocity. It's absolutely horrible that this is what these people do. What are these postal police? If this isn't their authority, what do they do?
Nothing.
Sit in the goddamn car absorbing air conditioner all day on your dime? I think a phone call is warranted, folks. So really nothing else we could do here today, and it does piss me off. You know, I made it through with my mask. I was not exaggerating. I legitimately felt like I was going to pass out. My face is probably beet red. I couldn't breathe. This whole thing was steamed up. And it's hard for me to breathe with this thing on my face. But, you know, I'm doing it because I'm willing to pay the price for freedom. And I'm willing to pay the price to stand up for what's right. And I hope everyone out there who values those things is willing to do the same. But that's it, man. Just disgusting behavior. So enough about that. It is what it is. Always like to remind you guys, if you see value in what we do and you enjoy these videos and you want to get them out to more and more people, best way for you to do that, hands down, is to like, share, comment, subscribe. All that stuff gets our videos out to more folks, so more folks can watch them, enjoy them, learn something from them, and see what's really going on out here in the real world. I invite you to do the same for Watching a Watchman. His channel's doing great. He'll have a lot of information, a lot of contact info. He puts all kinds of stuff in his videos that you won't see here. Of course, his own narrations. So check him out. I'll leave a link in the description. And for those of you who don't know, he is my son. But that's it. I guess that's going to wrap it up here today at the Dallas Post Office main hub here in Dallas, Texas. We're going to hop back in the truck, head down the road to see what else we can find for you. Maybe something outdoors. I'm a little cooked. We're going to get some lunch, get a cool drink, and continue on our journey here. So, coming to you from the main hub post office in Dallas, Texas, watching the Watchman, Amagansett Press. We'll catch you on the next one, guys. Out.